Toute l'actualité.
L'actualité nationale et internationale.
C'est sur 𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine. De 12h à 14h. 𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine sur Radio 𝗏𝗚.
Vous êtes désormais les premiers à écouter et à comprendre. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue sur 𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine. Jeudi 22 septembre 2022, pour cette édition d'𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine, nous parlerons de cette actualité qui défraie la chronique dans la région de l'extrême nord. Le commissaire de police de la ville de Yagua qui lance une chasse aux élèves errants dans cette ville pendant les heures de cours. Une attitude qui prend de l'ampleur et qui interpelle les autorités de cette ville au regard des statistiques de l'office du baccalauréat qui classe la région de l'extrême nord au bas de l'échelle. Nous parlerons également santé au cours de cette édition d'𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine. Depuis hier, les urologues sont réunis à Yaoundé pour le tout premier congrès. Objectif, faire l'état des lieux de cette discipline, mais surtout partager avec d'autres médecins sur les nouvelles stratégies de prise en charge de cette pathologie. Nous parlerons également d'autres actualités d'ici et d'ailleurs. 𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine, toute la rédaction vous dit bonjour. Merci surtout de rester avec nous jusqu'à 14h.
L'économie, le sport, la politique, la chronique, toute l'actualité, c'est sur 𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine.
L'Organisation des Nations Unies pour l'éducation, la science et la culture UNESCO indique que 124 millions d'enfants ne vont pas à l'école. Alors que c'est la rentrée scolaire dans de nombreuses régions du monde, il existe de profondes inégalités persistantes dans l'accès à l'éducation et c'est l'objet de la chronique que signe 𝗫𝗡𝗏𝗡.
𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine.
𝗏𝗚 Info Midi Magazine. La chronique.
La chronique.
Contemporary data from UNESCO reveal that 258 million children and youth do not attend school. 617 million children and adolescents can neither read nor perform basic calculations. To add, less than 40% of girls in sub-Saharan Africa complete lower secondary education, and nearly 4 million children and young refugees are out of school. Their right to education is being violated, and it is unacceptable. The International Day of Education, celebrated every 24th January, pinpoints the staggering effects of non-education and stresses the need to promote education as a critical aspect of sustainable development. One thing which is clear is that transforming the future requires an urgent rebalancing of our relationships with each other, with nature, as well as with technology that permeates our lives, bearing breakthrough opportunities while raising serious concerns for equity, inclusion, and democratic participation. And that is impossible without education. Cameroon's education sector has been hard hit by the socio-political crisis as many schools in the northwest and southwest regions have been shut down. Statistics from the UN show that violence has impacted more than 700,000 children in the crisis-hit region. Attacks against education and killings, kidnappings and harassment of students and teachers are forcing schools to close and pushing vulnerable children further to the margins. 2 out of 3 schools are closed in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. During the lockdown, all schools and community learning spaces were closed, except for some schools in a few urban areas which operated at less than 60% capacity. In addition to closing educational facilities, schools have been used by parties to the conflict as bases, barracks, fighting ground, and places of detention in contravention to international law that guarantees the right to education, life, liberty and security, the protection of civilians and civilian objects. The use of schools for military purposes poses a threat to the safety of teachers and students, creates an environment of fear, and poses a serious psychological impact which interferes with pupils' students' ability to learn. Jihadist militancy spearheaded by Boko Haram insurgents in Cameroon's Far North region has greatly affected some educational centers, disrupting education emphatically. In the shadow of all these conflicts in the nation, education is greatly affected, and thus achieving development poses a great challenge. More to that, low education rates in these regions are attributed to early marriages and other cultural norms. Cameroon envisions emergence by 2035. Looking through the lens of this present preoccupation, we are far behind time. By 2035, Cameroon aspires to join the ranks of industrialized, upper middle income nations with low poverty rates, strong economic growth, and a functioning democracy. If the youths who are the leaders of tomorrow are not schooled, it will be but a fairy tale and Alice in Wonderland fantasy. Gaining the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes to out sustainable development into practice and craft innovative solutions is crucial for development goals. Education helps in eradicating poverty that we cannot deny, providing livelihood, improving health and sanitation, attaining gender equality, and reducing crime rate, which has witnessed a meteoric rise in Cameroon in recent years. Education, being a human right, is also a common good and public responsibility. In a nutshell, promoting education is one of the most vital points to be acted upon in every progressive society, adapting to modernized academic programs. Scholars precise that education offers children a ladder out of poverty and the path to a promising future. Without inclusive and equitable quality education and lifelong opportunities for all, countries will not succeed in achieving gender equality and breaking the cycle of poverty that is leaving millions of children, youths, and adults behind. Just like Malcolm X quotes, education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The disparity in education facilities in the country leaves us with a conundrum. We need education to raise people's productivity and creativity and promote entrepreneurship and technological advances. We cannot refuse this truth, which keeps staring in our face. We cannot ignore this necessity. The power of education should never be undermined, for it is the chronicle of our salvation from a copious amount of poverty and underdevelopment. Just like Latin's Horace says, sapere aude, we need to dare to be wise.
𝗚𝗚𝗙𝗡 Midi Magazine, le sport.